G'day guys, Steve Morgan here for Fishing Monthly Magazine's on a field trip up to Bundaberg. We saw the CJ factory this morning and the Glass family run a great operation there, make all of these CJ boats from scratch in Bundaberg. But this one here, Fitzy, the 460 Ranger, it's a new model in the range. Tell us why it exists.
Well, we previously had the Ranger and it was built on a different hull. We've just moved it across to our highly successful Samurai hull. So this is a brand new size in our Samurai hull. Happy to announce the 460 Ranger. Now this one's a full checker plate floor. This thing's an absolute tank. It's ultra wide body. We've got 2300 wide. We've got our big reverse chines. We've got 4mm bottom, 3mm sides. We got our beautiful swept bow, and we've got our 50mm cap keel on top. So all of those great features that we've had in our existing Samurai hulls, which is our vision and our velocity, we've now brought them across to our Ranger. So this is our tank of the range, and this one's a full washdown deck. An absolute rocket ship it's going to be, but why do we jump inside and have a look at it?
Yeah, to me this is the typical, I live in North Queensland, I cast net, I crab, I get mud and crap all over it, I just want to take it home, hose it out, and no other maintenance required boat. That's exactly what this is, isn't it?
Absolutely, it's a no-nonsense boat and it's designed to be able to take whatever you can dish out to it.
Now the Yamaha we have on the back, it's got one of the F70s but in a tiller, so the tiller also keeps it simple, nothing to go wrong. It's just got that small little side console here to house the electronics and hold your mobile phone and stuff like that. Is this derived from customer feedback, or is it just something that the CJ guys think is going to be great up there?
Look, it's all about customer feedback. Some of the key things about CJ is, Cole always says, it's strength, workmanship and customisation. So we take that feedback on board. Because we've got our own designer on team, we've got our own CNC router, we can roll with the punches and offer these little variances, not just on a whole range, but if someone wants something customised just to suit them, quite often the answer is yes.
That's right. If you go to the bigger aluminium boat factories, that's something you probably can't get. You can't get that personal input into the boats. Now this thing here, it's sitting on one of the C-section CJ trailers. I'm a big fan of the C-section trailers because it doesn't leave any salt water sitting anywhere to do any damage.
Yeah, no sand, salt, mud. Ultimately they're stronger than box section, because we've gone to really heavy gauge, and we don't hide the fact Dumbia roll these for us in their factory in Melbourne, but they're built to CJ specs, so we've gone extra cross member in there. And one of the things, Steve, we can make a good boat, but if people get the wrong trailer under it, they go and do the Telegraph Road or the Gibb River Road, it's kind of the boat's fault if they dent the boat. So we've gone out and we've said, look, we'll provide you with a perfect trailer for all conditions.
Now the boat's warranty is accentuated with the CJ trailer?
Yeah, you get an extra year's warranty. Just by getting a CJ boat on a CJ trailer, it's really worth your while.
Yep. So look, it's a great day up here in Bundaberg. We're going to get this out on the water and give you some performance stats in just a little while. So often we're cursed at Fishing Monthly with dead flat days that aren't really good for boat testing, but today up in Bundaberg, blowing about a 20 to 25 knot northerly out the front there. It's nice and calm in the creek, but that's deceptive, and it's perfect conditions to put this 4.6 metre CJ Ranger to the test. Now, it's fitted with the Yamaha F70, but it's a tiller version F70, and I haven't driven a tiller F70 for a while, but they're very, very user-friendly. Right at the end of the tiller, there's your trim for up and down, and then at the back end of the throttle, there's the troll control, so you can up and down that in 100 rev increments to suit your trolling speed. If you're freshwater for the cod and yellowbelly, or saltwater for the flathead, or even offshore, you can set those revs to suit your fishing speed. I really like that. Then of course there's the big gear change knob on there, which leaves nothing to doubt. Quite trim sensitive, this boat. You trim up that F70, she really wails, and that's often I drive boats with F70s. They might be a little bit underpowered, and it's sort of a workhorse, but it was sort of a bit more of a rocket ship, this boat. That said, it against the tide it would go 51 kilometres an hour. With the tide, 56 kilometres an hour. No tachometer on this boat, unfortunately, so I can't give you the fuel usage or the maximum RPM, but I know with the 90 litre fuel tank in there, you're going to get between 2 and 3 kilometres per litre, so that gives you literally hundreds of kilometres range through this boat. Now let's get back to basics with this boat. This is an unpainted, it's got a full self-draining deck, checker plate deck. It's for the guys that like beating their boats up, like washing them in one go, and they probably don't like maintaining them too much. And of course on top of that we have the 50mm capped keel, which means they bring the sheets together, they weld them, but they put this massive big circular like fender on the keel, and it's great for mooring your boats on the bank. It's good for mistreating them a little bit. It just gives you that it's like a keel shield for an aluminium boat. Got a variable dead rise, this boat, and with a 2.35 metre beam, it flattens out to around 16 degrees at the back, which is reasonably steep for a tinny. So you're going to get decent ride this boat when the water's a little bit rough, but you're going to have that stability from that extra beam. This boat built in the CJ factory at Bundaberg, but you can buy it through the entire CJ dealer network. So the 4.6 metre Ranger, it's the new Samurai hull, and it replaces the 4.4 and the 4.7 metre Ranger, which were part of the old range. Supplied on that single axle C-section trailer. It's galvanised steel. It's designed to be washed down just like the boat, and it's designed to be unbreakable, which is just what the owners of these packages want. If you want more information, you can see any CJ dealer in the CJ dealer network. This boat's sold through the dealer network, or you can go to cjboats.com.au to find your local dealer or to get the stats on this boat. If you like social media, CJ are very active on Facebook, like CJ Boats. But this is Steve Morgan checking out for a boat that's going to break definitely after I do.